Have you ever walked into a room and felt an undeniable pull towards someone, as if their very presence demanded your attention? Perhaps you've wondered what it is that makes certain people so captivating. Is it their looks, their style, or could it be something far deeper? The truth might surprise you. In a world obsessed with surface-level charm and fleeting trends, we often overlook a more profound and lasting kind of allure, one that isn't confined to physical appearance or social status. Here's the secret. Truly magnetic people possess specific inner qualities that draw others to them like moths to a flame. What's even more intriguing, these qualities align perfectly with the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy centered on mastering the self and embracing life with calm confidence. Maybe you bought into the misconception that charisma is something you're born with, an unteachable spark reserved for the lucky few. But what if I told you that anyone, including you, could cultivate these traits? Imagine being able to effortlessly connect with others, leaving a lasting impression wherever you go. It sounds too good to be true. Stick around, because by the time we're done, you'll not only understand what makes someone magnetic, but you'll also know how to unleash this power within yourself. We'll explore 11 transformative traits that set magnetic individuals apart. And no, we're not talking about cheap tricks or shallow tactics. This is about tapping into your authentic self, refining your character, and embracing a mindset that radiates confidence and warmth. You already have the seeds of these qualities within you, waiting to be nurtured. Ready to uncover what they are? Let's dive in, starting with one of the most essential foundations of magnetism: strong self-confidence. 1. Strong self-confidence. Confidence. It's a word that gets thrown around a lot. But what does it really mean to embody true self-assurance? Picture this. Someone walks into a room with their head held high, shoulders relaxed, and a calm yet commanding presence. They don't need to announce themselves loudly or seek validation from anyone. Instead, their confidence is quiet, steady, and unmistakable. How does that make you feel? Chances are you're drawn to them without even realizing it. But here's the catch. This isn't about faking it or putting on a show. Magnetic self-confidence stems from a deep understanding of your worth. It's about knowing who you are and standing firm in that truth, even when life throws curveballs your way. Think about it. How often do we let doubts, fears, or the opinions of others dictate how we see ourselves? What if you could break free from that cycle and truly own your value? Stoicism offers a powerful framework for cultivating this kind of confidence. The philosophy teaches that we should focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while letting go of external factors beyond our influence. So mindset frees us from the need for constant approval, allowing us to develop an inner strength that remains unshaken by the chaos around us. Imagine how liberating that would feel. Consider the times when you faced setbacks or criticism. Did you crumble, or did you use those moments as opportunities to grow? Truly confident individuals see every challenge as a chance to build resilience. They don't fear failure because they understand it's a natural part of the journey. In fact, they embrace it knowing that each stumble brings them one step closer to mastery. Confidence isn't about arrogance or bravado. It's about authenticity. Magnetic people don't pretend to have all the answers, nor do they shy away from vulnerability. Instead, they strike a balance between humility and self-assurance. They're open to learning, willing to admit their flaws, and yet unwavering in their belief that they can overcome any obstacle. Let's get practical for a moment. How can you start building this kind of confidence today? First, reflect on your strengths and achievements. Too often we downplay our successes, focusing instead on what we lack. It's time to flip that script. Write down 3 things you're proud of, big or small, and remind yourself of them regularly. Next, practice stepping outside your comfort zone. Confidence grows through action, and the more you challenge yourself, the more your belief in your abilities will deepen. And finally, adopt a stoic mindset when facing criticism or setbacks. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, why waste energy on it? If it is, what can I learn from this experience? By shifting your focus to what truly matters, you'll begin to cultivate a sense of self-assurance that radiates from within. Now imagine the ripple effect this kind of confidence could have on your life. How would your relationships change? How would others respond to you? The truth is, when you're grounded in your own worth, you become a beacon of strength and positivity. People are naturally drawn to those who inspire and uplift them. So the question is, are you ready to step into your power and embrace the confident, magnetic version of yourself? Let's keep exploring. The next trait we'll uncover is just as crucial, and it's something that can transform not only how others perceive you, but also how you connect with them on a deeper level. Stay tuned. In tuned. 2. Authenticity. Now let me ask you, have you ever met someone who seemed too good to be true? Someone who always said the right things, laughed at the right jokes, and wore the perfect mask for every situation. At first they might impress you, but over time you sense something's missing. You can't quite put your finger on it, but their charm feels hollow. Why? Because it lacks the most powerful ingredient of all: authenticity. On the flip side, think about those people who, from the moment you meet them, make you feel at ease. They don't try to be anyone other than themselves. If they're excited, you see it. If they're upset, they don't hide behind a fake smile. Their emotions are real, their words genuine, and their actions aligned with their values. There's no pretense, no hidden agenda, just raw, unfiltered truth. And that's what makes them magnetic. Authenticity is the cornerstone of trust. Without it, connections remain shallow, built on fragile foundations. But when you're authentic, you invite others to see the real you, the strengths, the flaws, the quirks. And here's the magic. In doing so, you give them permission to be authentic too. You create a space where vulnerability isn't feared but celebrated. Stoicism teaches us to live in alignment with our true selves, focusing on what we can control and staying consistent in our character regardless of external pressures. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, lived by this principle. Even as a Roman emperor, surrounded by power and influence, he remained grounded in his values. His writings reveal a man committed to integrity and truth, even in the face of immense challenges. Now imagine applying this in your daily life. What would it look like to show up as your true self, unapologetically? To let go of the need to impress or please everyone and simply be you. For many of us, the fear of rejection or judgment keeps us from embracing our authenticity. But here's the thing. When you show up as you are, you attract people who resonate with your true self and repel those who don't align with your values. And that's a good thing. Why waste energy on connections that aren't genuine? Let's make this practical. Start by reflecting on your interactions. Are there moments where you hold back or pretend to be someone you're not? What would change if you allowed yourself to be more open and honest? Take small steps. Maybe it's sharing a personal story with a friend or expressing your true feelings in a conversation. Each time you do, you'll feel a sense of liberation, and you'll notice how others respond to your authenticity with warmth and respect. Here's a challenge. The next time you're in a social setting, resist the urge to conform or perform. Instead, focus on being present and true to yourself. Notice how freeing it feels and how much deeper your connections become. Now I want to hear from you. What does authenticity mean to you? Have you experienced moments where being your true self strengthened your connections? Or perhaps times when fear held you back? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights could inspire someone else to embrace their authenticity too. And if this resonates with you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Every like helps spread this message to others on their journey of self-discovery. Let's create a community where authenticity is celebrated and encouraged. Stay with me, because the next trait we'll explore will add another powerful layer to your magnetic presence. 3. Empathy. Have you ever felt truly understood by someone, as though they could see right into your heart and share your experiences as if they were their own? It's the quiet power of empathy, a trait that bridges the gap between two souls, fostering connections that transcend words. Empathy isn't about offering solutions or quick fixes. It's about stepping into someone else's world and being fully present in their joy or pain. Magnetic individuals excel in this. When you're with them, you feel seen, heard, and valued. They don't interrupt or offer superficial platitudes. Instead, they listen deeply and validate your feelings. In their presence, you feel safe to be vulnerable, to lay your burdens down without fear of judgment. It's no wonder we're drawn to such people. They have a way of making us feel less alone in the world. Empathy aligns seamlessly with Stoicism. While Stoic philosophy emphasizes mastering our own emotions, it also teaches the importance of understanding and respecting the emotions of others. Stoics believed that by recognizing our shared humanity, we could foster deeper connections and contribute to a more harmonious community. Empathy, then, is not just a social skill but a moral virtue that enriches both our lives and the lives of those around us. Picture this. A friend notices you're not yourself. Instead of brushing it off, they gently ask, "Is something on your mind?" "I'm here if you want to talk." Their willingness to pause and share your emotional space is profoundly comforting. They might not have all the answers, but their presence alone is enough to lighten your load. Empathetic individuals also excel at reading between the lines. They pick up on the unspoken subtle shifts in tone, body language, or energy. This sensitivity allows them to respond thoughtfully, whether it's offering a kind word, a reassuring touch, or simply sitting with you in silence. Empathy is not a passive trait. It requires active engagement. It involves setting aside your own biases and judgments to fully immerse yourself in another's perspective. This kind of connection is rare and precious, and it's what makes magnetic people so unforgettable. They create moments of genuine human connection in a world that often feels disconnected and hurried. If you want to cultivate empathy, start by practicing active listening. The next time someone shares something with you, resist the urge to immediately offer advice or relate it to your own experiences. Instead, focus on their words, their emotions, and what they might need in that moment. Sometimes, all they're looking for is someone who truly listens and understands. Over time, you'll notice how this simple practice transforms your relationships. People will naturally gravitate toward you, drawn by the warmth and depth of your empathy. And in return, you'll find your own life enriched by the connections you've fostered. 4. Healthy optimism. Let's face it, life is unpredictable. It throws curveballs when we least expect them, and it's easy to get lost in the chaos. But have you ever noticed how some people, no matter the circumstances, always seem to find a silver lining? They're not blindly optimistic or annoyingly cheerful. They're grounded, realistic, yet undeniably hopeful. This is the essence of healthy optimism. Magnetic individuals possess a unique ability to balance acceptance of life's challenges with a focus on its possibilities. They acknowledge pain, setbacks, and difficulties, but they don't dwell in despair. Instead, they choose to see these moments as opportunities for growth, lessons waiting to be learned. This balanced outlook doesn't just uplift them, it inspires everyone around them. Stoicism, once again, offers profound insights here. The philosophy teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. While we cannot dictate the outcome of every situation, we can control how we respond. This perspective encourages a kind of optimism rooted in resilience. It's not about ignoring the bad, but about facing it with courage and finding strength in adversity. Think about someone like Marcus Aurelius. Despite the immense pressures of ruling an empire, his writings reflect a deep-seated optimism. He didn't sugarcoat the challenges he faced, but he consistently focused on his inner virtues and the potential for growth in every situation. His perspective serves as a timeless reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found. Healthy optimism is contagious. Imagine working on a difficult project with someone who remains calm and solutions-focused even when obstacles arise. Their ability to maintain perspective not only keeps the team motivated, but also instills confidence that the challenge can be overcome. On the other hand, someone who succumbs to negativity can quickly drain the energy and morale of those around them. Magnetic individuals understand this dynamic and consciously choose to be a source of positivity. They don't deny the weight of difficult situations, but they refuse to let it define them. And instead, they shift their focus to what can be done, inspiring others to do the same. Cultivating healthy optimism starts with gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on what's going well, even if it's something small. This practice trains your mind to notice the good amidst the bad, helping you maintain a balanced perspective. Additionally, when faced with challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? This mindset not only fosters resilience, but also deepens your capacity to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Over time, you'll find that your optimism becomes a guiding light, not just for yourself, but for those around you. It's a quality that draws people in, offering hope and encouragement when they need it most. 5. Thoughtfulness and consideration. Have you ever experienced a small, unexpected act of kindness that made your day? Or maybe someone held the door for you, offered a genuine compliment, or remembered a detail from a past conversation that even you had forgotten. These moments, though seemingly insignificant, have a profound impact. They remind us that we're seen and valued, and they have the power to turn a mundane interaction into a memorable connection. That's the beauty of thoughtfulness and consideration. Magnetic individuals have mastered this art. They move through life with an acute awareness of the people around them, always looking for ways to uplift, support, or simply show appreciation. It's not about grand gestures or extravagant displays. It's about the little things that demonstrate genuine care. This could be as simple as offering a listening ear when someone is overwhelmed, or surprising a friend with their favorite coffee on a busy morning. Now, thoughtfulness stems from a deep understanding that our actions, no matter how small, can ripple outward and make a lasting difference. Stoicism teaches us to live in harmony with others, focusing on virtues like justice and kindness. By practicing thoughtfulness, we embody these principles, creating a positive environment where everyone feels respected and valued. Think about a time when someone went out of their way to show you consideration. How did it make you feel? Chances are, it left a lasting impression. Now imagine being the person who consistently creates those moments for others. It's no wonder thoughtful individuals are so magnetic. They exude a quiet strength and warmth that draws people in. What makes thoughtfulness so powerful is its authenticity. It's not about performing acts of kindness for recognition or praise. It's about genuinely caring for others. Sincerity is palpable and makes the difference between a fleeting encounter and a meaningful connection. People are naturally drawn to those who prioritize their well-being, especially in a world where true consideration often feels rare. If you want to cultivate thoughtfulness, start by paying attention. Listen more deeply, observe more carefully, and ask yourself, how can I make this person's day a little brighter? Small actions like checking in on a friend or offering a helping hand can have a huge impact. Over time, these habits will become second nature, and you'll notice how they transform your relationships. Here's a challenge for you. Think of one thoughtful gesture you can do for someone today. It could be a kind word, a small favor, or even just a message letting them know you're thinking of them. Then share your experience in the comments below. How did it feel to offer that act of kindness? How did the other person respond? And if this idea of cultivating thoughtfulness resonates with you, give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps spread these insights to others who are also on their journey of self-improvement. Let's create a community rooted in kindness, where every interaction is an opportunity to make someone's day a little brighter. Together, we can inspire each other to be more thoughtful, more considerate, and ultimately more magnetic. Stay tuned, because in the next section, we'll uncover another powerful trait that will deepen your connections and elevate your personal magnetism even further. 6. Sincerity and honesty. Imagine a world where every word spoken is weighed with trust, where promises are made with the full intent of keeping them, and where you never have to second-guess someone's motives. This is the world magnetic individuals create. They know the value of sincerity and honesty, and they live by it. Their words and actions align seamlessly, creating an aura of reliability and trustworthiness that others find irresistibly appealing. Sincerity isn't just about telling the truth, it's about living authentically and being upfront about your intentions. Magnetic people don't hide behind facades or tell others what they think they want to hear. Instead, they approach every interaction with integrity, ensuring that their words carry weight and meaning. This honesty builds a foundation of trust that's hard to shake. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of truthfulness as a core virtue. To live a virtuous life, the Stoics taught, one must commit to honesty, not just with others, but with oneself. This commitment helps magnetic individuals remain consistent and grounded, even when faced with difficult decisions or potential conflicts. They understand that while lies might provide short-term comfort, they ultimately erode the very relationships they seek to build. Now think about how refreshing it is to meet someone who tells you exactly what they think, even if it's not what you want to hear. You might not always agree with them, but you respect their candor. And over time, you come to value their perspective because you know it's real. That's the kind of impact sincerity can have. It creates lasting connections built on mutual respect. Honesty doesn't mean oversharing or being blunt to the point of insensitivity. Magnetic individuals strike a balance, knowing when to speak up and when to hold back out of respect for others' feelings. They understand that sincerity is about being true to oneself while remaining considerate of those around them. This thoughtful approach ensures their honesty uplifts rather than alienates. By embracing sincerity and honesty, you not only foster deeper connections but also reinforce your own sense of integrity. When your words and actions align, you free yourself from the burden of pretense and build a life rooted in genuine, meaningful relationships. 7. Sense of humor. Laughter, it's the universal language that breaks down barriers and brings people together. Have you ever noticed how some individuals can walk into a room and instantly lighten the mood with a well-timed joke or a playful comment? These people have a magnetic quality that's hard to resist, and their secret weapon is a finely tuned sense of humor. But not all humor is created equal. What sets truly magnetic individuals apart is their ability to use humor in a way that uplifts rather than divides. They avoid sarcasm that cuts too deep or jokes at someone else's expense. Instead, their humor is inclusive, creating a sense of camaraderie and connection. It's the kind of humor that makes everyone feel like they're part of the moment, fostering a shared sense of joy. In Stoicism, there's an emphasis on maintaining composure and focusing on what we can control, but this doesn't mean living a life devoid of laughter. On the contrary, a healthy sense of humor is an excellent tool for navigating life's challenges. By finding humor in difficult situations, magnetic individuals demonstrate resilience and a lighthearted perspective that helps others do the same. Consider how humor can diffuse tension. Imagine a high-pressure meeting where everyone is on edge. Then, someone cracks a perfectly timed joke, and suddenly the atmosphere shifts. People relax, conversations flow more easily, and solutions emerge. This is the power of humor. It transforms even the most challenging moments into opportunities for connection and growth. Moreover, humor reveals a person's ability to be present. Magnetic individuals aren't preoccupied with crafting the perfect punchline or drawing attention to themselves. Instead, they're attuned to the dynamics of the group, using humor to enhance the shared experience. Their laughter is genuine, their wit spontaneous, and their energy infectious. To cultivate this trait, focus on the joy in everyday life. Humor isn't about performing, it's about seeing the world through a lens of curiosity and lightheartedness. When you bring this perspective into your interactions, you create an environment where laughter and connection thrive. 8. Inspires others. Have you ever been around someone whose very presence makes you want to be better? They don't lecture or impose their will. Instead, they lead by example, embodying the qualities they wish to see in the world. These are the people who inspire others effortlessly, and their influence is deeply magnetic. Magnetic individuals inspire through action, not words. They demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity, humility in their successes, and unwavering commitment to their values. Their quiet strength and perseverance serve as a beacon, encouraging those around them to rise to their own potential. This kind of inspiration aligns beautifully with Stoicism. The philosophy teaches that our greatest influence comes from how we conduct ourselves. By focusing on our own virtues, courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance, we naturally inspire others to do the same. Stoicism emphasizes self-mastery, and magnetic individuals embody this through their consistent dedication to growth and integrity. Consider a mentor or colleague who inspires you. Perhaps they handle challenges with grace, offering guidance without imposing their views. Maybe they've achieved great things but remain humble and grounded. Their example pushes you to aim higher, to strive for your own version of excellence. That's the power of inspiration. It doesn't command, it invites. What's remarkable is how this trait creates a ripple effect. When you inspire someone, they in turn inspire others, creating a network of positive influence. Magnetic individuals understand this and use their platform, however big or small, to uplift those around them. This isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. In fact, some of the most inspiring moments come from vulnerability, sharing struggles, admitting mistakes, and showing that growth is an ongoing journey. By doing so, magnetic individuals remind us that we're all capable of transformation no matter where we start. To cultivate this trait, focus on living in alignment with your values. Set goals that challenge you and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. When others see your dedication and growth, they'll be inspired to embark on their own journeys. And in doing so, you'll create a lasting legacy of positivity and empowerment. 9. Strong self-confidence. Confidence is magnetic. But let's be clear, true self-confidence isn't about arrogance or a need to prove yourself. It's not about walking into a room and demanding attention. Instead, it's about an inner calm, a quiet belief in your own worth, and an unshakable trust in your abilities. When someone carries this kind of confidence, it's palpable. You feel it in their presence, in their steady gaze, in the way they speak with clarity and purpose. But what makes this trait so captivating? It's simple. Confidence creates a sense of safety and trust. When you're around someone who is genuinely self-assured, you feel more relaxed and open. They don't seek validation, nor do they rely on others to define their value. This independence is inspiring. It makes you want to mirror that same calm assurance in your own life. Here's the beauty of it. Self-confidence isn't about having all the answers or never making mistakes. It's about embracing your imperfections and seeing them as part of your growth. Magnetic individuals understand that confidence comes from resilience, from facing challenges head-on and learning from every stumble. They welcome feedback and use it as a tool for self-improvement, rather than as a measure of their worth. Stoicism provides a strong foundation for building this kind of confidence. The philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while letting go of what lies beyond our influence. This shift in perspective frees us from the anxiety of seeking approval or fearing rejection. When you center your life on your own virtues and growth, you become grounded in a confidence that is both authentic and enduring. Consider a time when you faced a daunting challenge. Perhaps it was a presentation at work, a difficult conversation, or stepping into an unfamiliar social setting. What got you through it? Chances are it was a quiet inner voice reminding you of your capabilities. That voice is the seed of self-confidence, and like any seed, it can be nurtured and grown. To cultivate this trait, start by recognizing your accomplishments, no matter how small. Celebrate your wins, reflect on your strengths, and remind yourself of the challenges you've overcome. Additionally, practice stepping out of your comfort zone regularly. Each time you do, you'll build evidence that you are capable of handling more than you think. Now let's take this to the next level. I want you to think about a moment in your life where you felt truly confident. What were you doing? How did it feel? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else to tap into their own reservoir of self-assurance. And if this resonates with you, show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. Together, we're building a community of individuals committed to personal growth and self-mastery. Let's continue this journey one confident step at a time. In the next section, we'll explore another key trait that adds depth and power to your magnetic presence: Stay with me, it's only getting better. 10. Well-spoken and articulate. There's something undeniably captivating about a person who knows how to express themselves clearly and thoughtfully. Words, when chosen carefully, have the power to inspire, comfort, and connect. Magnetic individuals understand this. They aren't necessarily the loudest in the room, nor do they speak for the sake of being heard. Instead, they focus on the quality of their communication, ensuring that their words carry weight and meaning. Being well-spoken isn't about having a vast vocabulary or delivering perfect speeches. And it's about knowing how to convey your thoughts in a way that resonates with others. Magnetic people use language as a tool to build bridges, not walls. They have a knack for reading the room, adjusting their tone and approach based on the context, and ensuring their message is both clear and impactful. What makes this trait so powerful is the sense of clarity and trust it creates. When someone speaks with confidence and intention, it's easier to understand their perspective and connect with their ideas. You feel like you're part of the conversation, not just a passive listener. This ability to engage others on a deeper level makes their words stick with you long after the conversation has ended. Stoicism, once again, provides valuable insights here. The philosophy teaches us to speak only when our words contribute to the greater good, and to do so with honesty and precision. So, disciplined approach to communication ensures that our speech is meaningful and aligned with our values. Magnetic individuals embody this principle, using their words to inspire and uplift rather than to manipulate or dominate. Consider how different it feels to be around someone who speaks with purpose versus someone who talks without much thought. The former leaves you feeling enlightened or empowered, while the latter can leave you feeling drained or confused. Magnetic people know that less is often more. They prioritize the substance of their message over the sheer volume of their words. Being articulate also involves active listening. Magnetic individuals don't just wait for their turn to speak, they truly listen, absorbing what others are saying and responding in a way that shows they've been paying attention. So it creates a dynamic, two-way flow of communication that deepens connections and fosters mutual respect. To develop this trait, focus on becoming more intentional with your words. Before you speak, ask yourself, what is the purpose of what I'm about to say? Will it add value to the conversation? Practice speaking clearly and concisely, and don't be afraid to pause and gather your thoughts if needed. Over time, you'll notice how this approach enhances your interactions, making your words more impactful and your presence more magnetic. In a world filled with noise, the ability to communicate thoughtfully and effectively is a rare and valuable skill. It not only sets you apart, but also strengthens the bonds you share with those around you. When your words carry the weight of intention and authenticity, people can't help but be drawn to you. 11. Well-versed and knowledgeable. There's a unique allure to someone who seems to know a little bit about everything, or even better, a lot about the things that matter most. This isn't about showing off or trying to dominate conversations with endless facts and figures. No, the kind of knowledge that truly captivates is rooted in curiosity and a genuine desire to understand the world and the people in it. Magnetic individuals are well-versed and knowledgeable, but more importantly, they know how to use their knowledge to connect with others. Think of a conversation where someone shared an insight or a perspective that opened your mind. Perhaps they spoke about a historical event in a way that made it feel relevant to your life, or they explained a complex concept so clearly that it suddenly made perfect sense. That ability to take knowledge and make it accessible, engaging, and meaningful is a hallmark of a magnetic personality. Stoicism emphasizes the pursuit of wisdom as one of its core virtues. The Stoics believe that a well-lived life is one of continuous learning and self-improvement. Magnetic individuals embody this principle. They see every experience, every interaction as an opportunity to grow and deepen their understanding. They're not content to remain on the surface. They dive deep, seeking out the truths and lessons that can enrich their lives and the lives of those around them. But here's the real magic. They don't hoard their knowledge. They share it generously, not to impress, but to uplift. Whether it's through storytelling, thoughtful advice, or simply sparking curiosity, They use what they know to inspire others. They encourage those around them to think more deeply, to question assumptions, and to explore new ideas. This quality makes conversations with magnetic individuals incredibly fulfilling. They're not just talking at you, they're inviting you into a journey of discovery. They might introduce you to a book or a concept you've never considered, or help you see a familiar topic from a new angle. Their knowledge isn't static, it's dynamic, constantly evolving as they learn and grow. To cultivate this trait, start by embracing a growth mindset. Commit to lifelong learning, whether through reading, engaging in meaningful conversations, or exploring new experiences. Be curious, ask questions, seek out diverse perspectives, and don't be afraid to dive into unfamiliar territory. And when you learn something new, share it. You'll find that the more you engage with the world around you, the more magnetic your presence becomes. Knowledge, when paired with humility and a desire to connect, becomes a powerful tool for building relationships and inspiring others. But it's not about having all the answers, but about fostering a shared sense of wonder and exploration. In this way, being well-versed and knowledgeable isn't just about what you know. It's about how you use that knowledge to create deeper, more meaningful connections with those around you. There you have it, 11 traits that form the foundation of a truly magnetic personality. Each of these qualities, from authenticity to a well-rounded knowledge base, offers a unique way to connect with others and leave a lasting impression. But what's most exciting is that these traits aren't reserved for a select few. They're qualities you can cultivate, refine, and embody in your own life. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, focusing on personal growth, mastering your emotions, and living in alignment with your values, you unlock a magnetism that goes surface level charm. You become someone who inspires trust, fosters deep connections, and uplifts those around you. Now it's time to reflect. Which of these traits do you already possess, and which ones would you like to develop further? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from one another and continue this journey of growth together. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Share it with someone who might benefit from these insights. And let's build a community of individuals striving for personal excellence and deeper connections. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of what it means to be truly magnetic. Here's to embracing your journey, unlocking your potential, and inspiring those around you. Until next time, stay authentic, stay curious, and stay magnetic.